Okay, just a little word on sideways over barrels. Straddling barrels obviously can be quite difficult. There's not a lot of room for a horse. They're going to knock it with their front, knock it with their back legs. So we don't want to be starting there. You want to teach the yield of sideways, get that going well, and then sideways to destination. So use the destination training to where they get real positive experience with sideways, going somewhere. And then you want to do that enough with enough easy obstacles to where they've started to learn to transfer that learning. And that's something horses don't do right away, is they don't transfer the learning right away. So then we'll get to these barrels, but one at a time. Now Max and I, we've done this before, so it may be a little hard to show you, but one way to do it would be to come along here and just get part of him over the barrel. So you might come along and he's always not too sure about that. So you might just get the front over a little and then stop. Then you could invite him back in the most delicate way, but without pausing there, without leaving him there for too long, send him back again. So I'm going to drive back, so I'm going to drive him over, but when I want to take him off, I will direct him off with steady pressure. So it's an easier way to direct them. So there's no driving them off the obstacle or no driving them away from the thing you want them to find comfort at there, but I could drive them over here. I could drive his front end to lead, trying to set it up to where it might look like you when you start there, and then we'd stop and then drive him back again. Oh, sorry, direct him back again. Pause, straight back into it again. But most of your pause is here. That's where most of your pause is going to take place. Direct him back again. Front end leads. Hind quarter catch up. He's going to need more room for his hind quarter than he does his front end. Okay? So his hind quarters, obviously, the legs have to step forwards towards the barrel. Front end, not so much. So that's how we'd get that going. Isolate the yields. Think about doing it over little poles, half round posts. Cut this in half if you have to. You might substitute it with some smaller barrels first, some cones, all sorts of things, but really break it down to begin with. Try not to bite off too much for them. You don't want to overface them. You want to get to the point where this isn't such a big deal when you start doing it. Okay, anyway, it goes 1, then you guessed it, 2, and then 2 to 4, and 4 to more and more. So have fun with that. Hope it helps.